Alrighty, it is about 6:10 in the morning, May 10th. Officially 2 months. Been on trail. In spite of being where I had good internet, it took all night to upload that latest video, and then I plugged my battery charger, not into my phone, but into my battery charger. So yeah, I get the battery charger plugged into my phone, which is going back in my pocket. Do a quick little... Alrighty, it is about 6:10 in the morning, May 10th. Officially 2 months. Been on trail. In spite of being where I had good internet, it took all night to upload that latest video, and then I plugged my battery charger, not into my phone, but into my battery charger. So yeah, I get the battery charger plugged into my phone, which is going back in my pocket. Do a quick little video. 41 degrees. I only got a couple miles. You can almost see the city, you can hear it. I'm heading into Daleville. I'm going to Cracker Barrel for breakfast, and I'm going to resupply for Buena Vista. And there's a store right next to the trail. There's also an outfitter, so I'm gonna see if maybe they have the Mountain House meals. And get back on trail, so we'll get back to you. Well, unfortunately, you got power lines in the way, but it's a cool view. Now, don't trip on the rocks, Mark. You got the rising of the sun into the town, where I will be shortly, but not soon enough. Airport. This way, Clyde. Too early for a rock scramble, but looks like I have no choice. I'm gonna get the biggest breakfast they have. I always think about getting coffee too, but usually by the time I get there, it's like sweet tea. You can keep the hot stuff. I'm already sweating. Kind of cool though. Nice little lake to be hanging around with. Looking forward to doing some swimming later on this season. It starts to warm up a bit. But the amount of towers over there, maybe someone from US Cellular who's watching this can tell me why it took all night to upload my video. I was told somebody on trail has Google phone service and they use all the towers. So I think that might be my next phone provider, because I'm pretty sure my 2 years with these people are up, so I don't have to pay $800 for these lousy phones a piece between the wife and I. So yeah, I'm looking for a better service provider. Always looking. Elon Musk, get it together. More danger here than freaking in the woods. Heading in that direction somewhere. It's a mile walk to Cracker Barrel. But when they say, hey Popeye, what was the most dangerous section of the Appalachian Trail? I'm gonna say walking the freaking Cracker Barrel. You gotta cross over some sketchy roadways. You know, go underneath a bridge with like a foot to spare. I'm gonna have to get up on the Jersey barrier side next, but I've made it. Cracker Barrel, like 8 o'clock in the morning. I did not see a grocery store when I came out of the trail, so there are convenient marts, so we'll see what happens. Now if I can get a table with electrical outlet, I'll be happy. Funny, I came from over there up in those mountains. Now I'm making the dangerous trek back. I gotta go back around the highway on the other side, and there's a Kroger's just on the road. So I'll get my resupply done, get the heck back into the woods where it's safe. The Cracker Barrel is right there. Route 11 is right there. That takes you all the way down. Highway's there. I'm going over by Super 8 a little bit further to the grocery store. Something tells me I'm going to be crossing that road anyhow. So I probably walked this 2 miles for nothing. Well, we'll see. Now I get to go in the most dangerous section right here underneath this bridge, where I got about a foot between me and the freaking traffic. So I may go up on the right side to see if I can get by that way. I decided to go up and around this time because that's all you got for room there. You know, Virginia drivers, you know how they are. Just as bad as everywhere else. So, the quicker I get off the concrete back in the woods, the better off I'll be. But, I still got a little bit to go, and I gotta get to Kroger's. So, they never take into account when they tell you the Appalachian Trail is 2,193 and change miles, is all the extra miles you're walking. And I should get that app where it gives you a $10 check every time you do 10,000 steps, because I'd be a millionaire by the time I'm done. Because I'm past the trailhead, going downhill, and that should be a Kroger's over there to get my resupply. I'm gonna kick myself if I drop back out on Route 11 and this Cracker Barrel's right there. So there it is, US 11, 2.1. I could have just walked this way. I should have went Kroger's. I missed the outfitter totally, which is at the end of Kroger's, so that's dumb on my mistake, on my part, because I prefer the freeze-dried meals. I think I'm gonna have 3 days of mashed potatoes with some sort of meat and 1 freeze-dried meal. So there you go. So I should have went to Kroger's first, and then just cut straight across here, 2.1, bang to right, and then went to Cracker Barrel. So, you know, decided to add a bunch of miles that don't mean hooey on my list of things to do today. So now we're back in the woods and we just hike. So just met a Sobo guy. He's doing a long section to Springer, and he was just telling me just at the end of this trail there's a new hostel taking donations. Good prices on like showers and stuff. If I want to get something done today, like showers and do my clothing, cheap rates. Trying to get information from hikers. I think a couple of people put it on a Far Out app, which is good because it's nice to know this. If I was wanting to stay here, that it's right here at the end of the trail. But my goal is Buena Vista, and he's like, don't go there. Go to Glasgow. He says he said Buena Vista was taken over by Mormons and they changed it, so whatever that means. He said Glasgow's got everything happening, and you can stay, I think he said it's the Animals or something, hostel, and they'll shuttle you into town. They have blueberry pancakes in the morning, brownie sundaes at night, like $35. It's a lot cheaper than the 60 plus what's going to be at the hotel. So sounds like a good heads up. Says you get off just before the James River Bridge, the longest footbridge, and then I think that's one that notes in the AWOL guide you need to call when you're up on the mountain because there's no service below, or hitch into town. And I might just hitch into town. So I think Buena Vista is going to be scratched off because he did say they had Dollar General and everything there. So maybe hitting Glasgow. And then my buddy Yolo said, heading out of Glasgow, make sure you camel up because there's a big climb and no water. So all those little bits of information you take down and you pick people's brains while you're out here. Try to make your trip easier. It's already difficult just with the hiking, but if you can make it easier or pass along some good tips to people, that's a bonus. It looks like the way to the hostel. Free well water, the way to Beach Hill, hostel and B&B. This is new, everybody. It's right on the way to Route 11. I can still hear the highway. I'm not gonna go there. I got all my food and 2 bottles of water. You know, if they want some advice, I can shoot them an email, but I really want to keeping on, get those miles going. I gotta figure out how many miles I gotta go to Glasgow. The weather looks crappy coming up, like Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Not sure about Sunday. I even looked about Damascus, and that's gonna be a crap show. And I got a guy who's coming south because he was saying he could pick me up. But I just looked at the weather report and I'm like, I don't want to, you know, be outside for a weekend of meh, you know. I'm planning on taking a 0 at that time in Glasgow. So I don't know if the B&B is over there, but I mean, it's close enough. So that's my plan. Head to Glasgow, I guess, now and take a 0. That'll put me at like 175 miles, I think, in between days off. Here you go, people. I'll show you another milestone. Boom. All right, just came up there. You can still hear the road. That's kind of cool. So, came from over there. Here's where the power lines are. I'm up on this meadow. Let's show you a view. Surrounded by hills. And I'm heading that way. So, nothing really eventful happening at the moment. I think it's like 1 o'clock. In the green tunnel, there's really no views. Today was like a day of chats. Holy mackerel. The coming up from Kroger and there a couple going down and chatted for a bit. And I dropped in the woods and 3 hikers were at a little bridge thing. 2 were going Sobo, 1 was going Nobo. It was behind me somewhere, I'm assuming. We chatted for a little bit there, and then up from there was trail workers. So I stopped and told them I appreciate what they're doing because I've done trail work before, and will when I get back home. So, and I said I gotta hit the trail. I'll never get miles in. And the guy's like, "Yeah, we'll never get work done." So off we went. I just been hiking for the moment, daydreaming my usual self, brain in high gear. It's a good thing I didn't stop at that hostel because my trip would be over and I would have been hired there, and stuff would be happening. But I think I'm gonna look. I took a picture of their message on the board by the road, and maybe I'll email them because I got a bunch of ideas of what I would do if I had a hostel. So I might share it with them and see if they, like it. But it's good to know that it's right there, right as you pretty much, cross the road, go about another mile, and you're there. But it's on a road, so sure you can just walk the road a bit. Just have to figure out what road it's on. But so this is my current path. The trail's been really nice today so far. I'm still hoping to push out some big miles, or big-ish, because of the fact that we got, looks like Thursday, Friday, Saturday is going to be miserable. And I have a feeling I will be walking in some of it, but whatever happens, happens. I'm going to go and get me a bunk, so I was planning on staying at the hotel, but that's going to be like $60 a night. So if I can get a private room at the hostel, and those are usually around 40-ish, so that saves a little bit of money. And then I hear they have, pancakes in the morning and ice cream sundaes in the evening, so you gotta take that into account. You're not gonna get that at the Hotel 6 or whatever budget in. Last hotel didn't even have a coffee maker, so come on people, it's 2022, I need my coffee. So speaking of that, I didn't get that at Cracker Barrel either. OJ and sweet tea. So we keep on hiking. My Far Out app, I don't know if it's screwing up again, but I was trying to look for a water source before I take any more water in. And I just need to know how far of a dry spell I'm going to have before I can get some. So I'll check again. Well, I figured out what was wrong with my Far Out app. I hadn't downloaded, even though I bought all the maps for this trail, I hadn't downloaded Northern Virginia. Thankfully, they have service up here, so I downloaded it. So now it's working now. So about 2 miles I have, looks like ahead of me, a lot of water sources, so I can start hydrating now and not have to worry so much. Note to self, check your maps. Water. I think take that nice place to take a break. Hydrate. There's one up the hill. All right, the trail shows it turns. I'm not sure if by turning it goes left on this road. I don't see trails there. So, but we're gonna go take a look at this view. May go up that way. Cool. Don't mind the music, someone's got their radio cranking. Taylor's Mountain Overlook. Cool. Looks like there might be something back on the other side. I see a white blaze on the yield sign, so the app kind of shows me going through here. So we'll go through here. I was hoping I might find some trail magic, but didn't happen. I didn't fill up all my bottles, 2 of them, and of course, next water source is like 4.5 miles to the shelter. It's like 5:13 now. Chances of me getting to the shelter are probably slim to none. Well, that's not a bad view either. It is. Back in the woods. Start looking for my place to rest.
That's all, folks.